Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the best game server hosts for Stardew Valley in 2025. Now, jumping right into this, Stardew Valley is a super interesting game because a lot of the big trusted server hosts that provide game servers for a lot of other games actually don't cover Stardew Valley. So if we look in, for example, Sparked Hosting, they don't have Stardew Valley in here. Ping Perfect, which is another fantastic game server host, if we look for Stardew Valley, once again, they don't have it in here. Host Havoc don't have Stardew Valley. Apex Hosting don't have Stardew Valley. So there are only two reliable and trusted game server hosts that actually offer Stardew Valley hosting. And in this video, I will essentially go over the difference between these, which one you should go with, and how to choose between them. As a super quick breakdown as the differences between them, you will want to go with Shockbyte if you are looking for a budget-friendly, casual co-op server. And you will want to go with Bisect if you are looking for a long-term server like big farms, potentially even mods. Bisect is going to be the best. By the way, with both of these, if you want to get the best deals and discounts available, you can do so using the links in the description. So the first thing that we want to look at here is, of course, going to be the price. So with Shockbyte, we can see if we want a server that can handle 6 players, this is $6 per month. 14 players is $13 per month, and 28 plus players is going to be $20 per month. Whereas if we go to Bisect, we can click on Order Now. We can choose how many players we expect to be on the server. So let's go up and we'll just set this to 6 players right here. So 6 players, we can then choose the server location. So for me, this is going to be the UK. And then we can see that this is going to be $9 per month. Now, aside from the price, the main difference between these servers is generally going to be the hardware that you get with these. So I'll touch a little bit more on hardware later. But in terms of the actual features, these are very, very similar. So as you can see, we have instant server setup with both of these, which essentially just means it's really easy to set up your server. You buy the server, it's essentially plug and play, and they even have tutorials on how to do this. With both of these, we are able to get 24/7 Stardew Valley support. So we can see right here, 24/7 support as well. We get DDoS protection with both of these, which is huge, especially if you are playing online. We have DDoS protection, which helps prevent hackers and stops hackers from getting access to your server. Both of these are also going to come with mod support. So we can see right here on Bisect, we get mod support. And then over here on Shockbyte, if we go down, we have SM API mod support as well. Automated updates is also huge, multiple server locations. So this is important, and I'll explain why this is important. If we go for one of these, the server location that you choose needs to be a server location that is pretty close to you, right? Otherwise, you're going to get terrible ping. So if I'm in the UK, if I was to go ahead and choose my server location in Canada, I'm not going to get the best ping. So we need to make sure you have a server location that is in the EU. And this is going to be available with both Shockbyte and Bisect. As you can see, we can choose Europe, North America, Asia, Singapore, India, and Australia. And then Bisect is, of course, going to have more options in here, simply because this is a more expensive server. So this is a more premium option. Finally, the big feature is going to be backups with both of these. Of course, you want to back up your game. Very important for Stardew Valley, as you often put a lot of hours in at the same time, and if something goes wrong, if your PC crashes, if the server crashes, if something happens, we need to make sure that we have backups, and we do have backups with both of these server options. Going a little bit deeper into the hardware with both of these, they don't tell us exactly what hardware they are using. As we can see on Shockbyte, they essentially say the CPUs are up to AMD Ryzen 9. So this doesn't mean that you will necessarily get an AMD Ryzen 9, it just means that this is what they go up to. Usually, actually, you won't get an AMD Ryzen 9 unless you go in here and we go to the CPU and we set this to the maximum for an extra $10 per month. Then you might get an AMD Ryzen 9, but they don't go into super deep detail with this. It's the same with Bisect. They're kind of a little bit vague about this, but Bisect are going to have better specifications than Shockbyte. As we can see, 65% of our active infrastructure now runs on AMD Ryzen CPUs. So with this, Bisect do have better specifications. Finally, if we just go over to Trustpilot right here, If we look at Shockbyte, first of all, they have a pretty good rating. This is 4.1 stars, which is absolutely fantastic for a server host. We can go in, and what you will find is a lot of these bad reviews are not actually about the server themselves. They're more about the customer service. The customer service with Shockbyte, I would actually say, is pretty good. The issue is that they don't have live chat. So we can go in, we can see the majority of these are 5-star reviews. Once again, like a complaint about customer support. So that is Shockbyte right there, 4.1 stars, and Bisect is a little bit better at 4.7 stars. So once again, you can see pretty much in every single area of this, Bisect is the better server host, but it's just more expensive. So it really just depends on what you are looking for. I would say for a long-term bigger server with a lot of players and potentially even mods, go with Bisect. If you're just looking for something a little bit more casual and pricing is your main concern, then go with Shockbyte. With both of these, they do also have a 72-hour refund policy, so you can get your server set up, you can try this out for 72 hours, and with both of these, within 3 days of purchase, so once again, 72 hours, you can get a refund if something goes wrong or you don't like the server. So those are the best server hosts for Stardew Valley. Once again, if you want to grab the best deals and discounts, you can do so using the links in the description. Either way, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.